What is up, everybody? It's Superversity here today, and we have to talk about these fanboys still being butthurt about the Bethesda acquisition from Microsoft. We almost 3 years into this next generation, this current generation, and almost a year or two after the whole Bethesda acquisition, and people are still butthurt that Starfield and Redfall are going to be exclusive to Xbox. This is just hilarious. So this one fanboy is complaining about it, about Phil Spencer interview that he did recently, talking about the Call of Duty, Activision Blizzard merger, and how they're not gonna take away games from PlayStation and stuff like that. I don't know why this is so butthurt. It's like, bro, these fanboys literally don't want Xbox to have any type of exclusives whatsoever. It is fascinating. They say, hey, Sony can have exclusives, Nintendo can have exclusives, but if Xbox gets exclusives, bringing those exclusives to PlayStation, it is just fascinating. But let's look at this post right here. This fanboy says, the Phil Spencer says, no example in Bethesda of us pulling something away from the PlayStation community. 20 seconds later, it says, playing more games across more devices is where gaming is going. As if Redfall and Starfield wouldn't have been on PS5 and had Xbox not paid to make them exclusive, he really thinks all gamers are as uneducated as his fan base. So he's mad that because Microsoft bought Bethesda, he made certain games exclusives. While he didn't contradict himself, because the certain games that was on Bethesda, that was from Bethesda before, that was already on PS5, on PlayStation, he didn't take those games away. Like, you can still play Skyrim on your PlayStation. You can still play the Fallout games on your PlayStation. You can still play Fallout 76 and Bethesda Scrolls Online. Those are still on PlayStation. But the newer stuff is not going to be on PlayStation. Why is that so hard to grasp? That's like if Sony acquires, like if Sony acquired Insomniac. Insomniac is not putting any of the games on Xbox. They did it for Sunset Overdrive. They're not going to do Spider-Man 2 on Xbox. So what is the big deal? Why are they still butthurt about this? But this is the clip that he's referring to. He's trying to say, hey, this is a gotcha moment. Phil Spencer's lying, but this is a clip right here.
But there's no example in Bethesda of us pulling something away from the PlayStation community that they had.
Zigzag on it.
Or games that people are playing, not us not continuing to update those. I'd say the same thing with Minecraft Dungeons and with Minecraft, and we'll do the same thing with Legends when it comes out. You know, if I look forward, I think people playing more games across more devices is just where gaming is going.
It's the right thing, huh? That's what we want.
But there's no...
At the end of the day, to summarize this clip, Sony fan was a butthurt that Call of Duty will be multi-plat for 10 years. If this deal goes through, this deal they was offering Sony, multi-plat for 10 years, and after that, it might be exclusive to Xbox. It is what it is here, people. I don't know why are they still complaining about this. Like, why? It's like every company has exclusive content. I don't know why is it a big deal if Microsoft wants to have exclusive content. Hell, they were even showing off previews for the new Final Fantasy 16 game. That game is exclusive to PlayStation, a timed exclusivity to PlayStation for at least 6 months until it hits PC. Then I don't think it's even coming to Xbox. I think it's just not coming to Xbox at all. But that was a time exclusivity for PlayStation, PS5 for 6 months until it comes to PC. So if you want to play Final Fantasy 16, you got to buy a PS5. So they're fine with that information. But Xbox having Starfield and Redfall is just a travesty that you got to buy an Xbox or buy a PC to play those games. And it's like, and after all the trash talking they've been doing about these games anyway, and wasn't it like some outrage that Redfall was online only? And you can't play the game single player offline. Wasn't there some outrage about that? And Starfield as well by the character models look. But they're just begging to have these games on your PS5 though. So this was one thread I found. This one, Phil Spencer says Starfield was never promised to come to PlayStation. Xbox was like pulling games from the PlayStation community because that it wasn't announced. It never was stated this game was coming to PlayStation, even though we probably kind of knew it was going to go to PlayStation anyway, but before the deal. But that is business. So this whole thread is just people being butthurt, grown men just being butthurt about the potential of Starfield's not coming to their PlayStation. Like doing those stupid memes to call the Phil Spencer a liar. He's a liar. That's so butthurt. That's like his business, bro. If you want to play Starfield or Redfall, buy an Xbox or a PC. It's that simple. It's like, geez. Then there's one guy with super salty. How don't you understand that this guy can go around making 1 million of these virtuous infomercials when examples contradicting his BS are under the plain effing sun for everybody to see? This guy is super salty. It's like, once again, Xbox can have exclusives as well. That's business. That's how this industry has been working for since forever. That's how this industry has been working. So if you want to play Starfield Redfall, buy an Xbox or a PC. I just don't understand the entitlement from Sony fanboys. It's like they legit think that, hey, Xbox has to share their games with everybody. Xbox must share their exclusives with everybody. They can't have exclusives. But it's like, no, they want you to buy their consoles as well. Or you got the option to play on PC. Because you have fanboy goggles on, or PSVR more precisely. Better than you who got fanboy goggles too, but no VR to play with. I don't think most people care about VR. Anyway, why is it so hard for you to understand that Call of Duty already exists on PlayStation and Starfield does not? I mean, it's been like 2 years to process and you still have it wrong. Yeah, it's been 2 whole years and they're still crying about Starfield being exclusive. Like, this is crazy. Something's literally wrong with these guys at this point. Like, it's been 2 years. Instead of just hating on Xbox for the entire 2 years, you could just saved up and bought one already. Like, it ain't that serious. Then as this guy says, PlayStation fanboys, if you want to play the exclusives, you gotta buy the console. Also, PlayStation fanboys, why won't Xbox put Starfield on PlayStation? Phil Spencer lied and he took it away from us. It's like some little kids said he lied to us. Like, really? It's like y'all grown adults, bro. If you want to play it, buy the Xbox. It ain't that difficult. Case by case basis. In this case, PlayStation doesn't get Starfield. The fact that these grown men are calling Phil Spencer a liar is just hilarious. Like, these are grown men exactly. Like, jeez. Only my platform deserves exclusives. Wah. Bro, it literally ain't that serious. Like, you've got a cheaper version of Xbox you can buy with which is constantly on sale, but they don't want to buy that. I don't know what's up with these guys. Are you really about to cry? It's okay. You'll survive without a video game. Buy an Xbox or subscribe to Xbox Game Pass. Had some tissue. Bro, this isn't even the super emotional one. Like I said, this one had the super emotional people calling the dude a liar. Like, what is wrong with you guys, bro? What is wrong with you guys? Everyone knows that this is a lie, and all Bethesda games are going to be released for PlayStation 2, as previously done during PS3/PS4 gen. They released at least 3 to 4 versions of Skyrim, where they're not doing the future ones now, so get over it. Jeez. It's like, exclusives are fine for PlayStation, but not for Xbox. They might as well say that as well. Like, what is going on here? These grown adults are literally this butthurt and salty, calling this dude a liar because he doesn't want to bring these games to their platform, bring Starfield and Redfall to every platform. Like, what is wrong with these guys? He is a big fat liar. Oh man, just listen to the tears coming out these guys' eyes while they're writing these comments. It's like, jeez. A pathological liar. Jury said, and that is a lie. Bro. It's just fascinating how news for 2 years at this point is still getting these guys super salty. Like, it's just insane. Like, you news for 2 years at this point. Why are y'all still mad about this? Like, we just found out this day one. Like, oh man. F Xbox and F Microsoft. Why are they so mad? Lie. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Whenever you want to see grown men be super salty and butthurt, just look at the Sony fanboys just be mad that these Xbox exclusive games are not come to their platform. Like, this is kind of crazy. You would think at this point, you might as well just save up and bought an Xbox, but nope. Or at least play it on your PC or a gaming PC, but nope. They're still crying about it on social media that this game doesn't come to their platform of choice. So Starfield was never going to go to the #1 console, but go to the Xbox? Question mark. Oh man, stop being butthurt. Stop being butthurt. Bro, this is craziness, bro. I'm seeing grown men act like some little kids about this whole situation. This exclusivity situation. Like if Xbox gamers want to buy these PlayStation exclusive games, we gotta buy a PlayStation. So if you want us, so saying likewise for PlayStation gamers, you want to play these Xbox exclusive games, you gotta buy an Xbox or a PC. I don't know what's so hard to understand. What's the disconnect here? I don't know, but this is just ridiculous nonetheless. But I am gonna conclude it right here. Let me know your thoughts down below. These guys are super emotional about this interview that Phil Spencer did, saying calling him all types of liars and whatever. But I just don't see why they just think that they just deserve to have all Xbox exclusives to be multiplayer. It's just weird to me. It's like if Nintendo can have exclusives, PC can have exclusives. I think even like Google Stadia had exclusives when that thing was still around. If other services can have exclusives, why can't Xbox have exclusives? I just don't get it. But you know, these guys think otherwise for whatever reason. But definitely want to see your thoughts about this. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.